during the heat of the senatorial election, we have been receiving series of call and text messages from Frank Musaidin.
This is the guy that brought him. And this is the man who brought the police officer. And this is the man that brought Ben Togbah at the Liberia National Police headquarters. This is him, a man who brought the guy to the Liberia National Police headquarters from the order of the Councillor Musaidin at the Justice Ministry grounds, of course. And now the vehicle is leaving. And the vehicle is leaving, of course. So the vehicle is leaving, and the guy refused to call his name to the guy.
He never told us his name. Musaidin is working for UA. Musaidin is one of those that have been giving information by this government to UA. UA is giving to Costa. He have been proving. UA bought a car for Ben Togbah. Ben Togbah carried the documents of the car, document everything in Ben Togbah's name. President Musaidin, what Musaidin did, on the instruction of UA, he arrested the man and brought him in the center, asking the police officer that refused. We are calling on the CDC Youth League, the CDC COP to join us as center. There's one of the plus of Musaidin, one of those that is destroying this government with fake information out there. So we are here. The officer, as you can see, he refused to tell us who he is and why and where he carried the man. They have never told us that. So we are here. And we are calling all of those loyal supporters that are watching. We are essential on the order of Musaidin, the chief eye of the opposition in person. We are government. Musaidin, a supporter of UA. Musaidin, who is the official lawyer of the UA family, have ordered for Ben Togbah to be arrested because Ben Togbah turned over the car that was bought for him by UA in Ben Togbah's name. Musaidin, who is a seasoned lawyer, refused to go through the document. After Ben turned the car over, he ordered the man to be arrested. But so we are here. We are calling all our men to be here.
Anything was wrong with the vehicle?
There was nothing. Neither did he complain, nor did he express any other reasons. But he only ordered for Ben to be arrested because UA told him. Because UA is not the president of Liberia. Musaidin is working for UA. So UA told him, when you see Ben Togbah arrest him and turn over to Central. So UA Musaidin working for a boss man or UA. So because UA is the president of Liberia now, that kid of that bloodsucker is the president of Liberia now. So he gave Musaidin instructions, and Musaidin carried on the instructions. So we are here. If anything happens to the chairperson of the CDC Council of Patriotic, UA, his guest children, his entire family will not be in peace in Liberia. Musaidin will leave Liberia at night. I'm saying that if anything happens to the innocent chairperson of the CDC Council of Patriotic, Ben Togbah, the US family and Musaidin will lead Liberia at night. We are not joking. We are caught unaware, but we repair and we resist the arrest of Ben Togbah. We are here. And we are calling our men to turn on to make sure Musaidin will be exposed. Why will you arrest somebody? Because this man received a car for you. You bought the car. Go through the documents. Ben have the documents. Yeah. The car is in Ben Togbah's names. The hand-to-hand bill, everything in Ben Togbah's name. Ben told it was, since you were threatening him, you were a killer or renowned bloodsucker. Everybody in the world knows that. Let me turn the car over
Are you sure about the information you're providing yet?
Are you not aware that you were a killer? Are you not aware that you were a chancellor around here? Are you not aware? Are you not aware that you were illegally got loose last year around here? Are you not aware that you were children and family are celebrating and laughing on the blood of the 250,000 Liberians that died during the war? Are you not aware of that? You come and ask me? You were a killer.
So do you have the time to talk to your chairman before his incarceration here?
The chairperson and myself, we drove to the Ministry of Justice. I was down with the car along with the VCO when the chairperson went upstairs. Only for the chairman to tell me, so, oh, man, I've been arrested on the order of Musaidin because you are not the president of Liberia. So we are telling the world, we are telling every other person, we are willing, we are prepared to be arrested today. Let Musaidin working for you, they come arrest us. But we are here, we'll make sure the chairman will be released because you have done no wrong.
If it's not released, what are you going to do?
All those that are involved, in arresting Ben, it is a clear indication that they are working for the opposition. So if Ben is not released in the next 1 hour, not only will they lose the job, but there will be action taken against them. I can say that for sure.
You just joining the CDC and you making these allegations against certain.
You said you just joining the
means
CDC?
That you might have gotten some hints.
Of course. Musaidin is a renowned informer of the opposition in this government. Musaidin is a lawyer of the US family. So why would Musa Din arrest Ben Togbah who turned over a car to him without any investigation?
So
if he's not working for UA?
A renowned lawyer in the Republic of Liberia, Council Musa Din, are you saying that he doesn't know what he's doing?
No, he doesn't know.
Of course,
He doesn't know.
he doesn't know what he's doing.
He doesn't know.
Because if he know what he was doing, he was going to go through the document of the car. He was going to have an audience with Ben Togbah to know how this car came into being. But instead, because a boss man UA, a president UA, told him to arrest Ben Togbah. That's the reason why he arrested Ben Togbah. So, but Musa didn't know what he was doing. He lacked the knowledge on this case. He's only acting on the instruction of Benela UA.
Let me get you a scenario about Musa Din operation with in the CDC government. We have had similar experience with Musa Din, friend Musa Din. At certain point in time, the CPP-COP announced that they submitted their report to the Justice Ministry seeking permit. And you understand? And it was like, Mo Ali did not take that document there. So the news were all around. Musa Din and the trial session was CPP-COP office. They couldn't find the office. When we talk that communication, then you know what Musa Din said? He said, y'all lie on the Justice Ministry. Y'all know that we can arrest our president. Musa Din on record for that. Our president will challenge Musa Din to lie. We will pop up the video of that. You understand? Our president Musa Din said, you know you guys can be arrested? We say on what basis? He said, y'all lie on the Ministry of Justice that y'all submitted a document here, and at the end of the day, the document wasn't here. You guys just bring this so you can be arrested. And Musa Din just said it and let us go because he's a URA operative. And you understand? Musa Din works for URA. Musa Din is a close ally of URA. I have been with Ben URA sitting in office at Lone Star. Musa Din will play score and give update about this government operation. Musa Din played a major role in getting Costa out of this country. We were at 12 Hostel Road sitting when Musa Din drove there in the net, telling Costa that Costa got to leave the country by all costs because President we have instructed him to kill Costa. And you understand? Musa Din is a big URA operator. I challenged Musa Din to disprove that. And you understand? We were in the case. No, where you got allegation? Where you got allegation?
Do you have proof?
No. Where you got allegation?
Why proof?
Why proof you want? Why proof you want? You want me to go draw Musa Din going back to Costa? You understand? You want me to go draw Musa Din going to Costa in the film when I told you our president said to when Musa Din drove in the film to inform Costa and how we created the scene. If you can remember the scene that we created and went to the US embassy and saying that the US embassy should intervene to allow Costa to leave this country. It was a calculated plan because we plan already had Costa will leave the country after Musa Din had kosher and informer that Costa should leave the country by all costs. So Musa Din is a serious opposition operator within this government. That's why you see he's so bitter about all leaving their quote-unquote opposition black. We left because it doesn't mean well for this country. They're only pushing their surface agenda. That's what they offer. All you hear from them, we want to come to power. We want to take back our country. And this country doesn't belong to a certain group of people. You understand? So they were you machine to jack off from there. So we're not going to leave. So Musa Din wasting the time. They should stop wasting the time. Nobody is more Liberian. So Musa Din have met the wrong group of young people. We are fearless young people. So Musa Din making serious mistake in his life. And Musa Din will regret this on a more serious note. We will respond to Musa Din. Musa Din will not go scot-free. On a more serious note, so Musa Din live here. We live here. We run this country. We got more stake here. So Musa Din, that he got access all around. For me, my name is Joshua. I only get Joshua. My life, that all I get. Musa Din get property, that he get all the things. So he should be careful. We're not saying he shouldn't work for Hibena URA. On a most we're not saying he shouldn't work for a Benai Rule Shopper. We are weather. Like I said, Musa Din played a major role in getting Costa from this country. Musa Din drove at the 12 Hostel Road in Costa compound. We were there in the night when Musa Din informed Costa that he had to leave the country by all costs because President we have instructed us to kill you. You have a justice minister providing that hard information. If you check on Costa, because I did an interview that a government official, a well-profiled government official reached up to him and informed him that the government had resolved to kill him, so he should leave the country by all costs.
So
the records are there.
At that time?
Why we couldn't pronounce it? You expect me to pronounce it? You expect me to pronounce it? Even up to joining the CDC, we did not pronounce it because we believe in what you call confidentiality in your calling to international best practices and standards. But when you push that to the point, no, yeah, you now, right now, why are we bringing it to the public? Because it deserves to come to the public. Because Musa Din has automatically drawn his line. He has taken his side. He has proven beyond all reasonable that he does not mean well for this country. So you want me to be shady, to be keeping his shady ideas? You want me to support Musa Din in destroying this country? No, I will not do that. I will not do that. To go down in history as such. No, I will not do that. I prefer going down in history as such. That is why we are bringing up the shit. And Musa Din, that's not unique to Musa Din. There are a lot of CPP opposition operating within this government that we know we will need them, we will call them up, and we will bring up the interaction. We got text message from Musa Din. So Musa Din wasting his time. We were exposed.
Can you show a proof?
Which proof you asking for?
The text message, for example.
Which proof? Yes, keep following me. We will publish Musa Din tell me what he sent it to Ben Togbah, that Ben Togbah should turn car over. And you understand? We will publish it. We have the text message in our possession. Musa Din said Chairman Ben Togbah in the heat of the campaign, where we were campaigning for our candidate in Moxorado and across the 15 political subdivision of this country. Musa Din was threatening and insisting that Ben should turn over a 21-year-old vehicle. What the hell? Who got work to do with this car? That you're operation here, that's how you're normally work. When you're does good for you, when your friendship collapse, he go for it. He did it to Love Clinton in this country. A beautiful young Liberian lady. He bought her around the Dupo Road and there, where he was going up with that girl. At the end of the day, when he went intervene in the relationship and tell the girl that she would kill the girl, when the girl doesn't stay away and the girl go and friend, the girl down to quit the relationship, you said the girl should get her house back. You went and took the girl for in the house in Bar. He said he bought cattle there. They went to took the girl from there. Today, Love left this country. She in the United States. That you're an operation. Nobody life tied to that car. We ain't got time for that car. And you understand? We own vehicles. So we ain't got time for that. Hey, you understand? So that's why we walked to the Justice Ministry to get the car. Even though we were in your living room where he bought Henderson, we were there enjoying when he provided a $2,000 USD check. And you understand? He gave that check to Ben. He said, "Mama, go get a car." Ben went and got the car. The car, everything registered in Ben's name by law. He doesn't own that car. But because we want to prove a point on him, we decided to willingly give him the car. Let him take it. He claims to be a rich man, but he still dying behind a 21-year-old vehicle. And you understand?
Before the arrest, what did the Justice Minister tell Ben?
Ben working, like I said, the Justice Minister had been placed in court. The Justice Minister in this matter, the Justice Minister is not the one should be running behind your property in this country. You claim that somebody got his property, that the Justice Minister ruled to run behind you. That the Justice Minister ruled to go retreat. No, I see you that he ruled.
What's the rule? Because you not.
No, but your car is not a government vehicle. It's not a government vehicle.
Ministry of Justice.
Yeah, Ministry of Justice getting involved in your private property. Have you seen that before?
It's not citizen of the Republic.
No, but it hasn't reached that level. The court is here. If you know that somebody told you
to the police.
Why you did not come to the
Why
police?
to the police?
Why he did not come to the police? But instead he went to the Ministry of Justice. No, listen. All right, listen. Why when you get attacked, maybe somebody assault you right now, you run to the Ministry of Justice? No, you come to the police station or you go to the court. Yeah, listen. Because you were running to him, because you believe that he will enforce it to the court. And you understand that why you were running to him? Because you're operative. That's why you were running to him. So you were running to him. Why you couldn't call other people? Why you couldn't call Serena Sifa? But you went to Musa Din, friend Musa Din, because he's your operative. That's why you went to him for. And you understand? It's clear. So Musa Din has exposed himself. So Musa Din has brought him and he said to public disrepute. Musa Din has proven beyond all reasonable doubt that he's a CPP operative within this government. We know that. We've been sitting on this information. We thought to not just say it out. And you understand? We thought to not say it out. But Musa Din worry. Musa Din has brought to the point that we say, and we got more to say because we know more. Like I said, we were in the fence. When Musa Din drove in the fence at 12 Horse Road, across that Ure Horse there, where Kosa stays in, when he comes in the country, Musa Din drove there into Kosa, you got to leave the country. But of course, because President, we have order to kill you.
They say because of this situation.
Yeah, there's saturation, everything has time. This situation has called for every sensitive information, every shady deal within this country. It should be brought to book. We have to protect this country. Why not? Why not? The time is right. Everything, like I said, have time. This time is right, and this time we bring every shady deal up because we have to protect this country. So this country is what matters to us.
Do you think that people will believe you?
It is up to you to use your detective coaching. You are investigating journalists, and you understand. I'm providing the fact I was there, you was not there, so that way you should know. So if you, I'm not convincing you for you to believe it, but I'm providing the fact. I was not an ordinary member there. I was not a full Soya member there. I was a court of ECO members there. I was sitting there, and you understand, I was privileged to be on the high table there. So I'm providing fact factual information to you. So it's up to you to accept it or not. But the public out there, they know you're a this. They know you're a clandestine. You're a terrible young man.
It's been almost 30 minutes since you arrived here with your chairman. We haven't seen anything going on. Your chairman is still
yeah, the chairman is in there. The chairman is in there. Like I said, in 1 hour time. In 1 hour time, the chairman will walk out. So Musaideen, what Musaideen did to himself, he did something bad to himself by bringing himself to public disrepute. So Musaideen, you cannot protect friend Musaideen. So Musaideen just did something bad to himself, and we're going now right now. We will not just get you ready to wait for on him as a dad. Thanks to Papa, take it. Though you claim to be a rich man, but you still chasing your 21-year-old car, take the car. No problem. If I say won't offer you another car, but since that's the right now, we take the legal standpoint. You will have to prove if the car is for him or not. You will have to bring documents to authenticate that he owns this vehicle. And you understand? You already know he doesn't own this vehicle. You already know he doesn't own the vehicle. You have no document to prove that he owns the vehicle. You doesn't even know the quarter of this vehicle. I challenge you to call him right now. I can call him right now. He cannot tell you the quarter of this vehicle. You doesn't know the vehicle. So but you are a desperate old man.
What you offer now?
What we offer now?
Yeah.
We here. We are posted here to ensure our chairman will walk out of here. Our chairman will walk out of here as a free man. Our chairman will fly around this country. You is not more like Liberia, including Musaideen is not more like Brother Chairman Bentley Togbah Jr. If our chairman Bentley Togbah Jr. who most stake in this country, his voice is a powerful voice. When he speaks, it reaches out to millions of people around and out of this country. So Musaideen is playing with fire. So Musaideen is a joker. So Musaideen should be reconsidering his decision. On the most serious note, so if Musaideen is following the line, Musaideen should get ready because we are now ordinary young people. We are different group of young people. So Musaideen making a serious mistake. So we will go for Musaideen. Every little shit that did that he involved in this country, we will bring it out. So like you saw on Akari posted that he should define his loyalty. If his loyalty was the opposition community or the CDC government, so it is time that he will clearly define his road. He has defined his road that he with the CDC. He not with the CDC but the CPP. So we understand. So Musaideen will have to pack up from our office, leave our job. We have other qualified and competent citizens that will take over. So that would be our argument. We'll be pushing to the National Executive Committee of our party. So we'll be recommending to our party that Musaideen should leave from the government. Musaideen should leave. So Musaideen should go to UA that UA appoint him. Musaideen stay enjoy the government working with UA, the UA family. So Musaideen should go there, leave this job. We have other competent Liberians who believe in this country, who are unapologetic follower and believer of President George Manneh. We are like myself. They need to be given the opportunity to serve. So Musaideen cannot be there, be warming the seat and doing nothing. Musaideen doing nothing. Musaideen just honor money our government. Musaideen is that prayer and hope that the government collapse. Because Musaideen is from the elite background. And you understand that one thing most of you people don't know, this country is divided. And what you need to know, it is not the normal political thing you see in this country again. This country is divided. People that have not been voting for the CDC since 2005, they are the ones still agitating. Those that have been voting for the CDC from 2005 up to present, they are the ones still with the CDC. So those people who believe that the native people should not come to power are the ones affecting this government. They saw better indeed things that they could not do in 140 years, so they see it happen in 3 years' time. So they are so angry. That's why they are upset.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Joshua Francis. I'm the Vice Chair for Operation, the CDC Council of Patriotic.